this is Amber here at Rain TV. If you've been subscribed for years, then I'm sorry, I'm looking at the mic. It's weird. All of this is weird, so I'm gonna get used to it. But if you've been here with me for years, then you know my channel has went through a whole bunch of name changes, and actually right before I stopped recording, I changed the name of this channel to Rain TV. So that's gonna be the name until I don't try no more. But until then, I'm gonna keep trying. So anyway, I'm back at y'all guys with a story time. I've been wanting to tell a story time for a while now. It was literally one of the most terrifying things that has ever happened to me in my adulthood, and y'all gonna want to stick around and hear this, okay? Alright, you guys, so this is how it all started. Me and my husband, we were celebrating our anniversary, our 4 years together. Yeah, 4 years together. 5 years together, one of those. We were celebrating our anniversary of the day we got together, March 2nd. That's not the day we got married. That's just the day that he asked me to be his girlfriend. I said, yeah, why not? Let's do it. So we were celebrating that day, and he had, we were trying to think of something different to do that we've never done before, something we want to experience while we're here on Guam. It's an island, lots of water. So we were trying to think of something to do. So then he saw this little thing for the jet skis, and he was like, let's do jet skiing. And then I said, okay, yeah, that sounds cool. And we did it. He bought the tickets, and our anniversary came, and my friend, she watched our son, and we went jet skiing. Let me give you a little background about that morning. So we bought sunglasses and stuff, but so on our way there, it was like raining a little bit, so I was just thinking, I was looking at the sky, and I just thought, you know, we probably not gonna be able to do it today because it just looked rainy, it looks gloomy. Like, can you jet ski in this weather? Because you know that makes the water rocky. But when we got there, they was like, okay, sign your forms, and is this your first time? And I'm like, yeah, I'm from South Carolina. Like, I don't do that stuff. Like, my family members, we don't do that stuff. So, you know, I was excited because it was my first time. I've never gotten motion sickness. I went on not a cruise, but like a little boat tour when I was younger, and I did not get sick. So I did not think that I would get seasick. So we gone out, we're in the water. We're waiting for the instructors to come back because they got to bring everybody past the reef. Because in Guam, it's a reef that surrounds and kind of protect the area. And no bigger fish is supposed to be able to get over that reef or anything like that. It's not man-made. It's nature. And it's literally a reef. So they had to take us past the reef to the jet skis. Now, mind you, a sister's scared. I'm already scared just by sitting out here in the middle of this water, and I just keep looking down. It's just blue. It's just dark. And you know, Guam water is kind of like clear. So when I looked in this water, and I was like, it's so much water, and I'm just looking down, and my husband, they put him all the way at the end of the thing. Like, he was anchored one way, I was anchored the other way. So we was not nowhere near each other. And I'm just like looking down back at him. We laughing, we smiling. Kiki. I'm on my phone. Yes, in the middle of the ocean. I'm on the phone. And I have my GoPro. I have my GoPro on my head like this so that I could just click on and off to record. Right? So, you know, I got a few shots of the water when we first started. And when we first started, it was all good. I was riding, you know, because that's how I feel. I was just riding the damn jet ski, and my husband, that's what it felt like because the water was so rough. So then we got in this rough patch of water, and the instructor that was in front, he just kept going. Everybody was going, and they were just getting in, and the instructor behind us, he was going. He was helping this man that was back here his engine had stopped on his jet ski. So I'm riding, and it's like the water is getting so like shifty, and just like a storm is coming. That's what in my head, because when we was riding, it actually rained. Like, it literally rained on us while we were riding the jet skis. So it felt like a storm was coming. I don't know if I'm the only person on a jet ski that felt like it. Maybe I'm being dramatic, my dude, but it felt like a freaking storm was coming. Do you hear me? Let me get in here. Let me get close to the mic. Do y'all hear me? Like a storm was coming. That's what it felt like. I'm sliding all over the place, y'all. I'm in my office. But anyway, it felt like a storm was coming, and the water started to come back up on my jet ski so much. So I started to slow down because it made me feel like I was going to fall off. Like, it kind of made me feel like I was off balance. And all I could think about, like, because y'all just understand, like, I've been to the beach since then, but I have not gotten in the water, sat down in the water. And I'm a person that like to sit down on the beach. I have not since then. But I was, taking on so much water. And when I put the clip in, it'll be the next clip after this part. After, like, the water was slapping up in my face. And in the camera, in the GoPro, you can see, when you look at this footage, you can see the water. You can hear the water slapping the camera. So just imagine what the water was doing to my face. My face is right underneath the camera. I got on my glasses. And the exact same way that footage looked, the footage looked, is exactly how it felt in my face. The water, like, took over my whole vision. That salt water. I could not see. Took off my glasses. I tried to keep going. I could not see. I could not see. And it was literally, and it's like, I could not see. And 1 minute they were there, and the next they were gone. Like, the people in front of me, it's like they got away from me so fast because I kept stopping and trying to go, and it's like nobody knew that I was even missing. That's what it felt like. Nobody even freaking knew that I was not there. Like, and it felt like forever, y'all. It must have been like maybe 5 minutes, no longer than 10 minutes. It wasn't like a long time. It had been like 5 minutes, and I just sat there in the middle of the ocean, because that's what it felt like, in the middle of the ocean. Because on the left of me, it was just water, straight up water, no people, waves, and water. Like, that's it. And on the right side of me, it was a mountain. Because if you literally go on, it's like these cliffs and these rock formations. It was literally like a rock formation. And that had to be maybe 150 feet away from me. So it wasn't like I could just stop there really quickly. Or, it wasn't even no land surrounding it, so I couldn't even stop and just gain some sense of, you're going to be okay, breathe. I couldn't do that. And that literally was the worst feeling of my life. Like, I felt like, I don't know if I'm being dramatic, but it felt like, you ever see those stories where people get shipwrecked and they're just floating out there? Like, that's how I dead ass felt. I felt like nobody was gonna find me. Like, I felt like I was all alone. And like I keep saying, I don't know if I'm being dramatic or not, but that's how I felt. And eventually, in the footage, you'll hear me, or I don't know if I put the footage before this or after this, but in the footage, you'll hear me, I shouted out to God because I was crying. Like, talking about the experience, I never really talked about the experience and exactly how I felt. I mean, I when I looked at the footage the first time, I talked about it a little bit, but like just telling the whole story and exactly how I felt, it's making me feel some type of way. But anyway, in the footage, was crying. And now when I look at the footage, I laugh because I'm like, I really sound like that when I'm crying. But I was crying. And I was like asking God to just please push me forward. Like, please let me get with the group. Please just let me see my baby again. Like I keep saying, I don't know if I'm being dramatic, but this is how I feel. This is the most terrifying thing that has ever happened in my adult life. I've gotten car accidents and I done did crazy shit as an adult. Okay, I'll be 26 in August, and I've lived a little life already. But that experience will always be in my memory. And it's gonna be this is gonna be something I had to come over because I was never scared, like really scared of water. Like I've never had a drowning experience or anything like that. So I never was scared of water until that happened. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. It just took a lot, you know. And I'm gonna say this to anybody that has anything to say about my story, about, oh, you're being dramatic, what can happen to you? If you've never been in that situation, and I know how to swim enough to save my life, but I'm out there in the middle of the ocean. Who knows what the hell is out there? Like, that's how I feel about the ocean. I don't know what the hell is in there. Like, yeah, fish, sharks, and whales, and dolphins. Yes, but I don't know. I can't physically see, if I wasn't have fell off of there, what would have happened? But anyway, y'all, that's basically the story. And I got seasick, because I got back to them after, God made a way. If you're not religious, you don't have to be religious to watch this. I'm just telling you. I'm not a super religious person either, but God made a way. And I got back to the group, and because they started circling, like they started just doing these circles. I guess they eventually noticed I was gone. They started doing these circles, and then we went to Two Lovers Point, and then we came back to shore, back to where the shop was at. Okay, so and another thing I have to say is, I'm not going to say the name of the place that we used when we went jet skiing. My experience was not a good one. I don't blame them because that's a business, and maybe that's how they always run their business, with just really one instructor leading the whole tour. But I feel like, especially with a group of beginners, or even with a group of experienced people, it should always be a tail behind the entire group to make sure that everybody is okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, the one guy, he never came back. The one guy that helped the other guy take his jet ski back, he never came back. And I could say that that's what I was waiting on. I was waiting on somebody to turn around or somebody to come back. That's what I was waiting on. That's literally what I was waiting on. I was terrified, y'all. But that's one thing I can say. I mean, I guess don't panic if you ever get in a situation like that. Try to stay on your jet ski. Allow yourself to calm down. And allow yourself to keep pushing. Keep pushing on. Because I couldn't, the amount of salt water I was taking in, I couldn't breathe because it was getting in my nose, getting in my eyes, getting all in my face. And I didn't know what to do. Hopefully the footage is not too much for you guys, whoever decides to watch this video. But this is a part of my story now. I have a little fear of water. Big areas like that. Now, but I will get over it and I will pull through. This incident happened this year, March 2nd, 2020. So, I just wanted to do the story time for you guys. Let me know what y'all like. I'm try to get back in the groove of recording stuff, just to record, because this is what I like to do. So deuces.